Within the Northern Realms, near the village of Murky Waters, at the bottom of Lake Vizima slumbers an ancient creature within its underwater city. Dagon, an immortal being worshipped as a god, waits at the bottom of the lake until the precise configuration of stars above so that it may once again return to land and wreak havoc. When this time will come is uncertain, or whether it will come at all. However, if it does come and Dagon comes ashore, catastrophic annihilation will follow unto the world. During Geralt's journey to the village of Murky Waters, he learned of two factions which worship Dagon: an extremely religious and sentient fish people known as the Vodyanoi.
Humans great enemies to Vodyanoi. Hire Witcher big for Vodyanoi to kill.
So religious in fact that they hold their priests in high esteem and are often praying at their underwater altars. Unfortunately, restricting themselves underwater is not necessary. Equipped with breathing apparatus, they often raid shores to further their religious goals. And secondly, a sect of swamp inhabitants around Murky Waters led by the villager Vaska. Being the leader of the brickmakers who live within the swamp, she talks erratically and sometimes crazily and predicts the coming of the Waterlords, which are believed to be the Vodyanoi and their god Dagon.
It has been said, whosoever understands the Lords will be solitary among the crowd, for their thoughts flow like the deep waters. From a drowned woman born, he shall lead those who walk the Lord's path to the underwater kingdom. The Waterlords and I...
Now, not all Vodyanoi worship Dagon, however. Geralt discovered that they are in fact divided, and others serve the Lady of the Lake, the goddess of chivalry. It is she who tasked Geralt to resolving the conflict between the humans and the Vodyanoi of Murky Waters.
The peace of my land has been disturbed. The humans and the Vodyanoi quarrel due to greed, fear, and misunderstanding.
I assume each side has an informal leader.
You assume correctly. You may speak to the Vodyanoi priest near my statue. Julian represents the humans.
I'll tend to this.
Who is in the right?
It's not about who's right. I want them to reconcile.
Then you must slay Dagon. To do so, bring me objects symbolizing harmony from both communities.
I'll return soon.
This task culminates in the summoning of Dagon at the place where he is worshipped, and Geralt and Dagon face off. But how do you kill that which is immortal? While Dagon was invulnerable to physical harm, it draws its strength, as many deities do, from its believers' faith. After cutting down Dagon worshipper after Dagon worshipper, eventually Geralt weakens the energy Dagon could draw from and ultimately triumphs over Dagon. For his chivalrous act, Geralt is knighted by the Lady of the Lake, and she bestows upon him the sword Erendite.
New Geralt of Rivia, White Wolf. You traveled a long path fraught with danger. You demonstrated courage and goodness. By divine power, I hereby knight you. Face your enemies without fear. Safeguard the helpless. Never lie, even if it means your death. That is your oath. Arise a knight.
Now, this is not the last time that Geralt would encounter the Lady of the Lake, nor Erendite.
But let's return to your desire to help. Begin by paying me a compliment.
Your ass puts others to shame.
None has ever paid me such a compliment. Must I tell you my desire? Or can you divine it?
Dagon, weakened by this encounter, retreats back into the lake. Being the improper time to come ashore, Dagon yet again waits at the bottom of Lake Vizima until the proper hour comes. It waits for this moment for centuries, millennia, eons even. It is still waiting. For of course, that is not dead which can eternal lie, and with strange aeons even death may die.